Hello and welcome to the show. I like spinning on these chairs. I think it probably looks super bad on camera, but I like doing this. I have a bad habit of doing it, so I need to try and stop doing it. Dan, how are you doing today?
I'm alright.
Good.
Not bad.
How are you, James? James is fine. So we're back in the studio for the I-League. Do you know what our match is today, Dan? What can we be expecting today?
Well, we've got the Polish side, which used to be GT, but now they are CSGL Lounge, and they actually have one of the old Golden 5 members. But he's a bit more rusty, I guess, than you would expect. Loord, and of course
Loord.
They're up against EnVyUS, and as you see, it's going to be Cobble and then Cash. And we're straight into the pistol round, so we can't do too much pre-game there.
Wow, that shot was beautiful.
It's going to be pretty interesting to see whether or not Cisco can actually just defend this. So far, they're doing a pretty good job of it, but just like that, EnVyUS swing things back around again. So there it is.
Quickly, the plant will come here for kioShiMa. Got Kapitan and oskarish coming back in. The one taps are real here. Everyone's getting headshot. Kapitan unable to take down Happy. He's going to get the spam in with the Tech 9. Alright, so oskarish is going to take down kioShiMa. 1 versus 1 now. He doesn't have a kit, however. I'm not sure if there's one on the site. Oh, it's SZPERO. I see that. Okay, so Happy wins around there. I could only see the Kapitan bit, so SZPERO. Kapitan SZPERO.
Yeah, I mean he's a pretty good AWPer, is SZPERO. Hope to see him picking that up. Oskar is a pretty up and coming Polish player. To see how he does in this lineup. It's quite an odd lineup actually, but they've always got MICHU to carry them if things go sideways. Obviously everyone knows how good MICHU is. And anyway, EnVyUS picking up the Mac 10, staying on a couple of Tech 9s, which is pretty smart, makes a lot of sense depending on their strategy. And Lounge have actually stacked 3 or 4 players towards A actually, so this could be quite messy for EnVyUS if they decide to actually commit here.
Okay, so what information can they get? NBK will have spotted 1 player there, but will that suggest that there's a stack over towards B? Will they continue towards A? It looks like Lounge are trying to offer the bait there with that bit of a peek. You can see they've only got 1 player over towards the drop zone at the moment, but EnVyUS finding the information now. They've got a player on the B bomb site, and you can see the rotation is coming in as the intel is gathered over towards B. And with Happy flanking through the drop, taking down Innocent, that will be the choke points snapped up. Although he's only got a pistol for the moment. Oh, caught looking at the, just admiring the walls there. kioShiMa will trade and keep control of things as Lounge are stuck now on the A site.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether or not they can get some damage or if they just opt to save what they have, because they didn't really invest in any Kevlars, so looks like they'll indeed just stick it out and just try to hold on to these 5.7s that they've got and see if they can get some good engagements as the T's move into them. But the Mac 10 is going to be very, very effective, and that's EnVyUS with round 2 without too much trouble, and Lounge trying to save all that money. You really got to feel that they want to defend the B bomb site, especially with all the nades, because it is so hard to hold on to otherwise.
Indeed it is. So we'll have the buy for both teams coming out in the next round. For now, NV continuing with a complete anti-eco setup here. Triple Mac 10. Apex now with the Tech 9 and NBK on the scout. And NV fresh off their victory in Romania there at the last major. So again, the Lounge player is just getting cut down as you would expect, as one might expect. MICHU soon to go as well. Some free deagles picked up, bit of bonus for the EnVyUS side. Now we see the buy coming out from Lounge. So, what will the buy be? No AWP to start with. SZPERO going for the AUG actually. So I can only assume he will be either headed towards B or to long A with that. I could go underpass as well actually if they throw a smoke and he's trying to peek through the smoke. We'll have to wait and see. You've got reasonable amount of smoke so they can try and slow down the T approach.
And so there you go. He'll be the first man. Looking to get some action done here. Nice pop flash there. Very good timing coordination from EnVyUS, but they'll lose 2 players. Still SZPERO alive with the AUG. And Innocent will go down by the statue. So they'll have to try to retake this, but that's going to be very, very difficult with 3 Ts still left alive. The bomb needs to go down, but they're going to have the smokes to block these CTs. So it's not a very nice situation for the Polish side, and they're going to back away and try to hold on to what they have. And I doubt EnVyUS will be in the mind of hunting them with just 3 players, because it'd be really hard to get trades.
It is envy though, that's the problem. So you never know what these kids are going to get up to. Happy's going to be the man staying on the site while his other 2 teammates go for the hunts. Just making sure there's no sneaky defuse attempts coming in. So we'll see. These CTs should be good to save their weapons here as the other players are miles away.
Ooh, in the box.
Kitty making a... You know, he'll be back in a minute, Dan. He's got some business to take care of. He needs to drop the kids off at the pool, Dan.
Alright, well, I like to see that SZPERO is using the AUG, because it's not often that you see the AUG, and it's probably for a good reason. It's not very good compared to the Krieg. The Krieg is a lot better than the AUG for multiple reasons. It's more accurate. Actually, it's a one-shot headshot, one-shot kill when it's shot to the head. Sorry, unlike the AUG. So, and I think it has higher armor penetration does the Krieg, and I think it's easier to control the spray as well. So. Just a little bit better, and I think it's also cheaper. I think.
Unfortunately, the CTs can't buy the Krieg.
No, they can't. But that's like the funny thing, because you don't see even ever the Krieg used. But I guess the AK is so much better anyway than the M4s. But anyway, we do have EnVyUS moving in for two players towards A long and 2 players on plateau. So it's a bit of a default from them to see what opportunities they can create. And kioShiMa will take one pick, and what other pick attempts will go on across the map. But it looks like EnVyUS will be shut down largely. So 3 versus 3, and CSGL Lineup not looking too bad.
Well, they've got their personnel in the right area, but we need to win these duels. SZPERO coming in just at the right time there. That AUG could get into good use. Going to have good armor penetration over the normal M4A4 as well, and KenYes will eventually get taken down. The AWP is not... They don't even try and pick it up, actually, do Lounge. I'm not sure if it was a case of being too far away or... Well, there we go. MICHU picks up an AWP himself, so I think I found my answer.
I guess there's a lot of pluses to the AUG as well in a map like this, because you can play it. I mean, we're seeing SZPERO playing towards A, so you can play the ranges quite well with it, and there's some really long angles that you can have that you might want to. You don't want an AWP, but you can hold those better with the scope, and also you have all the 30 bullets, so you got a lot more in the way of bullets to spam through through the smokes and so on. So yeah, as you mentioned, better armor damage and armor penetration and stuff. So there's some arguments there for sure. And they have one around, but EnVyUS is starting to go for another default here. Let's see if they can get another opening.
Indeed, the money is precarious for the CT side. I think there's a boost coming in towards the tree position as the push comes in towards the drop zone around the 1 minute mark. There we go, one player spotted in B. Flank almost coming in. They're happy going to snap Oscarish's head off. And then down goes SZPERO as well. So the Lounge economy is disappearing in front of our eyes. And again, they are on the wrong end of the checkpoint between A and B. So the round's pretty much over as far as they're concerned. Yeah,
the coordination there from EnVyUS was really cool, because we could see, of course, they have very, very good timing on and their pop flashes are perfect. So the perfect pop flash comes into drop zone. They drop in, they wrap around through connector, and they push through the connector into the A site before the guys from the CT middle come up the slope, because that way, if there's someone around the corner, then that guy will be distracted, and we kind of saw that situation. It's like an easy kill for NBK. I think it was.
Loord's on the toilets. I didn't even know. How did he get up there?
Oh dear. Not gonna get a frag. Doesn't die though either. So EnVyUS looking really strong, as you mentioned. They've kind of like reset the economy now of the CT side. So they did manage to save a couple weapons, but how good is that going to be for them in this round? EnVyUS can probably just do any kind of a rush, and they'll just be crippled. No real weapons to hold this with.
Yeah, I think this half is going to be dominated by Envy at this point, because 5-1, 6 rounds gone already. Almost half of the first half, and there's no economy to speak of on the CT side, so the pressure game is just going to be probably insurmountable here by Envy, but we'll see. It's never over until it's over, and that AWP can get a lot of work in, but needs to avoid being traded. You've got those flashes coming in, then that's going to cause a bit of a rotation from the CTs, but they still got 2 people over towards B, where Oskarish has got himself a frag. Actually over towards A, and he's going to get traded.
They're doing a lot of damage here. It's down to KenYes to try to save it. He's looking for the shots there. He'll get the kill onto MICHU, and that is the AWP down just for a moment until it's picked up again. Good nade. SZPERO actually surviving with 75 HP from that nade, but KenYes is on point. It's another frag for him, and he'll get the bomb down, and that's going to swing the round back into the favor of EnVyUS in a massive way. What is Loord gonna do here? Oh, he's going to go through the smoke into KenYes, apparently. I like how kioShiMa was waiting, using the time a little bit to see if, because the guy that would kioShiMa just killed by the APC, he would have seen on the def cam kioShiMa running to the site, and then the def cam vision would kind of disappeared. So the guy's probably expecting that he's got a window to move, where he's thinking, okay, kioShiMa is not looking because he's planting. So kioShiMa is playing against that and just holding the angle. So it's pretty smart.
Well, Lounge back on the buy now. It's going to be a Mag 7 onto SZPERO. Again, they've got the smokes and the counter flashes, but will they be able to use them? EnVy have had good timing jumping into the drop zone and so on. Innocent, though, getting the first frag onto kioShiMa. It's a good start for the CTs, but there are still many dangerous Ts to play with. See Innocent looking to take a gamble around the smoke here. May pay off for either side. Apex now being lost to the Mag 7. Oh, Kenny getting a bit of a tag with the AWP, but now it's a 2 versus 5, so Lounge look good to survive and with the numbers.
Yeah, EnVyUS running another default round, just putting players all over the place, looking for picks. And it didn't really work out. It was a nice setup in the A side of things. They had 2 guys in the danger zone area, the little stairwell between connector and between long, A long, and CT middle, or CT slope. Now it's going to take a pretty big result here from NBK to save this one. Now there's the first frag found onto Loord. He's going to... Oh no, unfortunate stuff there for NBK. Didn't go down though, at the very least, so he is alive. He has more opportunities, but now they know where he is still. And that is the drop zone locked away with that smoke, and there's not much time left.
Yeah, so now it might be a case of damage, or, well, with EnVy, you never know if they're still going to go for the round here, and kioShiMa has done enough work. NBK killing the chicken and oskarish as well. 4 versus 2 down to a 1 versus 2 now for SZPERO. That flash is going to tell NBK exactly where he is, avoiding the flashbang, and EnVy just make it look easy, Dan.
Yeah, 2 versus 5, that's brilliant stuff. And that's the funny thing as well, because again, like their default got blown up. kioShiMa went down B plateau. I think he did get a pick, but he went down immediately. The trade attempt came in because of the support that kioShiMa had. I think it was probably Apex, and he went down straight away. So it's just, and it went really badly towards A as well. But then the clutch power is just out of this world. Unless everybody's dead, you just haven't won the round against EnVyUS. Doesn't matter what the situation is.
That is, could not be more correct then. Well, after a monstrous showing from EnVy, you have to wonder how many rounds Lounge can get on the board now. Down to the eco here, round 9. Only 1 round on the board so far. See the clearance coming in. EnVy may be expecting the eco at the moment. That's a nice pick. I'm not sure if his head was showing there. I guess not, but Apex will get the kill regardless. Of course, Lounge only have the 5.7s and the P250s here. No armor, no Kevlar, nothing. So we can expect this to be a bit of a wipeout. And there it is. Another round on the board for EnVy. 8-1 now.
Yeah, it's very hard to battle against just the sheer individual skill as well as the good coordination. We have seen, again, some good setups of Lounge, but they're going to mix things up this time, going with 2 AWPs instead of some of the more rifle-heavy setups. And, of course, SZPERO previously being on the AUG as well, which he'd held on to for a few rounds. But this time, it is the AWP. Are they going to go for some pick shenanigans, or are they going to play it passively? We have MICHU moving into the stairwell to danger, and he's got SZPERO with him as well. So both AWPs in the same... Oh, no, sorry, I misread that then. Yeah, there was oskarish with SZPERO towards A, who is in danger. And here is the challenge to the AWP of SZPERO. 1 frag. I'm choking, James.
Well, so far so good for the CTs. Maybe they can double their score here. Only kioShiMa remains now without the bomb as well. Misses the shot, and there we go. Lounge get another round on the board, and the CTs will pick up the second AWP actually, so that will continue as well. Now let's see if they can recover this first half. 2-8, they can bring it back to 7-8. That is potentially, well, there is potential for that. Problem is, EnVy are rolling in the they're rolling in the money, Dan, like Huel in the show. I cannot remember the name of Breaking Bad. There we go.
Alright, so big push from EnVyUS onto the B-bomb site. It's completely committed. Going straight in right now. They're going to lose already 1 player. There's the second one and the third all gone here to CSGL Linup's defense. And there is just 1 man left standing now. Is happy. He will take down Loord, but there's still, of course, 4 more players left to try to clutch against. And he's not going to look the right way. So Lounge picking up the round. Good defense against the very fast aggression of EnVyUS. And EnVyUS have been shown that they should respect Lounge's aim. At least, they need to be using grenades to try to put Lounge in worse spots or try to shut down the AWP angles, because they are going to hit these shots. No doubt about that.
Well, still the money continues here on the T side. The AWP continuing on to Kenius. Who else? 3 players over towards B site, including the drop for the CTs. And Envy, how fast will this play be towards A? That smoke might be a problem. We'll see if they choose to flush themselves through it. Just waiting now. Again, so many people here. They've got the flank coming in as well to isolate this player. Oskarish is going to be in trouble. NBK looks like he was waiting to push through the smoke, and I'm sure they will do so now. Apex unlucky not to win that duel, but here comes the charge. And Lounge have managed to back off, but again, it's just a numbers game being played here by Envy. But first they have to ask questions of this angle.
Here we go. Oh, perfectly timed, but still SZPERO is going to hit the shot. There's going to be a challenge coming in from MBK, and he's going to take down SZPERO. There's 2 players left for EnVyUS, make that 1, as CSGL Lounge look quite strong in this round. MICHU's going to clean it up, so the AWPs are already working a treat here for the Polish side. But will EnVyUS have a counter to that? Is there a counter to be found? What kind of counter should they look at? Should they just go for a delayed B execute, or how should they pull this one off?
The money's running dry, Dan, on the T side. Dry like elephant feet. This could be their last buy if they don't win this round. And Lounge, you can see the Molotov starting to come out. The economy's headed in the right direction, and again, making a good recovery after a very horrible start. Let's see how it goes. We've got 3 people lurking outside T side of A for the T side, and around drop. So Envy slowing things down now after aggression, failed aggression in the previous rounds.
Yeah, but they are slowly pushing these outer areas. You can see that Apex and Kenny are going to be moving through the A-long area. Apex back into danger. Stairwell, just checking it out, making sure it's clean, and it is quite clean. And now we've got MBK moving back towards the B side of things here. So it looks like they're going to just leave one guy in A-long, and they're going to go for a play into B. And they'll have the lurker in Apex, I think it is. Yeah, it is Apex indeed. So will this work out? There is one player who could be quite dangerous. I think that's Innocent at the back of the plateau. Will he get any frags? He's going to get 1, and at 3 kills from Innocent. Indeed, Innocent did a magnificent job there, right at the back of the plateau, dropping the bomb there, and the flank is going to mean nothing with such a big performance from Innocent there.
Well, now the money has finally been taken down for Envy. Didn't see that one coming, but their money has been wiped out. They're going to go for the fourth, of course. 2 AKs and 3 pistols, one of which is a CZ, 2 of which are Tech 9s. We'll see if this can get anything done for the French side. Potential for a faster play from them with these pistols before the CTs can get into position, and indeed that's exactly what we're seeing, but running through the fire, they will. That will do a lot of damage here. Apex still on fire there. So 2 players heavily tagged. Oscar's going to hold his ground with Loord coming in for backup, Trades coming in, and 2 Lounge players down, so they've only got the man advantage for now.
MBK's back in there though, loses the engagement against SZPERO, down to Happy. The Cerebral Assassin. He's going to find 1 kill, but he's down to 2 HP. And despite the fact that he's got a lot of time, he is bleeding out at this point. It's not long for this world. But can he plant that bomb before he dies? Can he take it over the line? He's moving quickly now. Ooh. Oh wow, that was a close one. Innocent might... Oh, look at the flick. That was so fast by Happy. He's going to pick up the frag, and in doing so, he's going to give himself a chance and EnVyUS a chance in taking this round. 1 versus 1. He's going to be perfect on this shot. It's a good nade. But it's all about these headshots right now for Happy. Now, will he find... Oh, that could be it. Oh, this is going to be the pistol that will get it done, but great attempt from Happy, nonetheless.
Yeah, very nice shot, Happy and NBK. Their snaps have been pretty sharp today. And there's another one, but we're going into the last round now, and the Lounge money is in the right place. They've been winning all the skins, and they'll be able to deploy them at their will. The AUG coming out again for SZPERO. The 5 AKs for Envy. Are we going to see another fast round, or an attempt at a fast round here from Envy in the last round of the first half?
To see, I mean, so far they're kind of splitting up. Looks more like their default at the moment, or the defaults that they have been going for. 1 guy just holding middle, 2 maybe pushing towards A-long, and some action towards B plateau. And indeed, actually, MICHU's going to go down there. He's pushing B platform, and kioShiMa, who essentially owns the B platform for EnVyUS, is going to remove him from the equation. And now EnVyUS are looking like they are getting more and more map control, so their options here look good.
So, man advantage for Envy. That's going to stretch the Lounge side. This is a map where even with 5 players it stretches the CT, so with 4 is pretty horrible. Envy now looking to concentrate the players over towards the B bomb side. Again, the numbers game here. It's going to be hard for Loord to not get traded. Starting some aggression over towards the long area. Team main, that's going to work for them, and so is the drop. And again, the last round is surely Envy's now at this point. Whereas oskarish versus 3. kioShiMa though and NBK are heavily tagged, and oskarish pretty much had to go for it. There's a full life player down, so if he can avoid getting AWPed by here by kioShiMa, then oskarish has in fact a very good opportunity to take this round for his team.
Yeah, he's going to actually try to make his way in now. He's going through drop zone. That bomb is starting to tick quite quickly. He's got to go quickly, and now that's going to be kioShiMa getting the frag defensively with the AWP, and that's going to be the round. And EnVyUS with a 9-6 half, but it was a very valiant attempt there to get back into this one. Lounge picking up 6 rounds in the end. They were down something like 5 or 6-1, so honestly it looked like the momentum was just impossible. But as soon as they picked up those 2 AWPs, that's when things started to turn for them. That's when they started to get a string of rounds together. We can see 5 in a row. And that's going to give them a chance moving into their T side, as this looks like a respectable scoreline now. 6-9 on the getting 6 rounds on CT side. That's not too bad. That's about what you would expect.
Yeah, and that's, again, it's a very good recovery after a dominating beginning there by Envy. Who now find themselves on the CT side. Let's look at the approach of Lounge. Almost everyone headed towards A, at least initially. Envy going for pretty much a 4-man hold of B, but again, their timing is pretty sharp at the moment, and we'll keep an eye on a CT rotation as the clock continues to tick. Indeed, as Lounge continues to approach A long, you are seeing a second player coming into A now for Envy.
And we do have that passive approach from EnVyUS that's, well, it could be quite dangerous. They don't get those first pops. There's one. So it's not going too badly. Can kioShiMa find a second one? They are approaching the bomb site very quickly, but the numbers are being thinned out quite severely. Looks like kioShiMa will get another snap before he is going to go down. In fact, he might not even go down at this rate. The site is being held quite fantastically well. And EnVyUS look to just close this one now. And there is the frag onto Loord and oskarish to finish the business as EnVyUS go 10-6. And Lounge are going to lose both pistol rounds. It's something we can't forget as well, that they have lost both pistol rounds in this one now.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to help. So, Lounge, are they going to force? It seems not. They are going to play the conservative game here and go for the bigger buy. Also, quite curious to see what they'll opt to do in the next round as well. So, they haven't even bought any smokes or anything to try and get a bomb plant in this round. So, this may be a bit of a slaughter. The boost coming in, so Envy just wanting to impose their will as early as possible, not allowing Lounge to control the map at any point. Although Happy will be forced to retreat, getting tagged down to 42 HP. Rest of his team on the SMGs and the rifles. Happy just with the solitary Deagle, the information man for his team. And Lounge just with the P50s and the 1 Deagle.
Yeah, look at these pushes coming in from the CT side of EnVyUS. Looks pretty strong, and kioShiMa will pick up 2 kills there aggressively, and he can fall back to safety, having been tagged down to 47. We have kioShiMa now in the smoke. As it dissipates, he's going to find himself a quick frag to bomb, an extra player, and EnVyUS have full control of the map. A pretty nice burst at mid-range from MICHU. Don't see that every day. Got the Deagle in hand as well now, but there's a quick reload. Oh, that hurts. Happy is going to feel that one in the morning.
That was special delivery, first class, all the stamps straight in the face. 5-round lead though for Envy. Continue in the right direction. You can see the money onto Lounge now. MICHU keeping an extra bit of cash there, presumably for the AWP. And, okay, going to spend a bit. You've got 1 smoke, 2 flashes, and I wonder if this is some kind of execute towards B, for example. Try and get on the site, try and do some damage, try and get a plant. We'll have to wait and see.
We do have only a couple Tech 9s, so let's see if those can come into play properly, but without Kevlar, it's going to be pretty hard. But Happy's going to take matters into his own hands. He'll take down 2 players. There might be even more in store there for the French in-game leader as he picks up multiple kills. It's just MICHU left alive to get some damage done here to try to do something in this round, like some level of salvation, but it's going to be an EnVyUS round again, only losing 2 players. And now we get the buy from Lounge.
So, going for the 5 AKs, in fact. Full nades. I'm expecting executes. We'll have to see if they will deliver. What will their initial layouts be across the map? Ooh, look at this. Envy with 3 people pushing A main very early on. But is it the right read? We've got SZPERO, the only person loitering outside A, and they've gone all the way through A. So Envy will need to slow down the approach towards B here, if they can indeed. Lounge taking initial map control now, just slowing things down. But they may be in for a nasty surprise. Losing Innocent on B Plateau will not help either. And again, I think it's Apex there with the very forward position.
Wow, and EnVyUS are pushing indeed. They're going to find that this is definitely going to be a B play before it hits them, and now the rotation comes in, the push and the flank can come in as well. So if the CTs on the bomb site can hold this off for long enough, the flank is going to just clean house. But can they do so? We've got kioShiMa, who's around the statue. Kenya's already going to go down as well on the defense. So here is the spray, and this is perfect here for Lounge. Looks like they're saving this round, but Apex will swing around on this quick flank and get the first frag. But now it's once again just Happy he's left alive. Can he pull off the 1 versus 3?
MICHU less than 10 HP, so Happy can do some damage here, even if he doesn't manage to win a round. But can he get the right peak? Let's see. I'm not sure what he was looking at there. There is a sound bug, so maybe he's looking the wrong way, thinking something was coming. There we go. There's MICHU, the low health player. There's still time for him to actually do this, but he hasn't got a kit. So it's just about trying to hold the players on the site here, trying to kill as many as possible. There's another one. Only oskarish remaining now, and he will get dinked. Is he going to survive? No. So Happy's made everybody die, which is an achievement in itself.
Yeah, that's actually a massive deal. That's such a huge deal, because then now everybody's spending all their money. If EnVyUS, who can buy this round, win this round, boom, Lounge reset. EnVyUS probably up to like 15 rounds already, just before you know it. So that play from Happy there, despite not winning the round, was a game changer for EnVyUS. But they have to win this round. He set them up. He set up the layup. Now there's got to be. Now his team has to dunk it in this round.
Well, let's see if he can do that. It's a more conservative start from Envy. Did have early aggression towards A, just in case there was some fast play from Lounge, but they'll wrap back up now. You know it's not. The push coming in from Lounge towards B Plateau, not going their way. kioShiMa wrecking everyone at the moment, traded by Loord now. The rest of the team are there as well for the Ts. And the full rotation has come in from the CTs. Frags are going either direction, 2 versus 2 now, but they're still stuck on the platform with the bomb on the floor. Having to pick it up. oskarish is going to have to go out of position, while SZPERO is trying to come in as a sentry. Kenya's so going to move around the statue and avoid it, as oskarish will avoid that flashbang. 1 versus 1 now. oskarish and NBK, and the AK will prove victorious over the FAMAS, so Envy may have been broken here.
You want to see a force buy though, because they know how much damage they did, and it is EnVyUS after all. But or maybe just some pistols. Let's see. I wouldn't advise a force buy necessarily, but it is EnVyUS, so you never know. You can't take it for granted. But they're just going to chill, just buy some pistols and see what they can get done with those. But Lounge, they lost almost everybody again, so they're not even making any. They're just losing money all the time. Their money is the same, which is basically a situation where they spent everything, as we can see. So very crucial for Lounge to win this round, to stop that situation, which allows EnVyUS to just break them immediately and force out double ecos essentially.
Speaking of breaking, Lounge realise they've broken Envy. You can see their layout there, the passive position towards B, the slow march towards A. Again, they need to identify if there's a stack on one of these sites here, if Envy have put their guns together. And you can see that they have over towards the B bomb site. And now NBK, the information man for Envy, will get taken down towards A and the rotation will begin. On the other side, in this situation, Envy on the T side had a man in connector to stop the rotation from coming in, but Lounge trying to concentrate all their guns together. SZPERO is going to take down kioShiMa. I wouldn't recommend going through the crawl space there, because of course someone's going to be waiting on the other side. Good that Lounge have oskarish towards T-spawn as well, because we have Apex going for the biggest rotation EU. And indeed, he is the last player standing now. If he had some teammates to run distraction, he could have done a lot more damage here. Will oskarish hear him? Yes, he's detected him. And he'll get shot straight in the face. So, Lounge only 3 rounds behind now.
Absolutely. EnVyUS not able to capitalize on that opportunity that Happy had gifted them, and they go for double eco. So that's going to give Lounge, of course, a lot of money. So they're out of that bad spot. They've managed to reclaim a stronger position, or at least create a stronger position now to generate momentum from. And EnVyUS, they went with the B stack last time. Looks like they're going to do the same thing this time as well. Will they be more lucky this time? It looks like that might be the case, because Lounge are moving forwards to a B play. But if they have all the right nades, then this is still going to be almost impossible for EnVyUS, or at least it should be, with all the right nades.
Well, here comes the execute. Are we going to see Molotovs on the tree position as well? Sounds like we are, to force them away. Innocent getting the first frag. Oh, Apex just running into gunfire there. Kenny has to trade twice, But again, Envy with the pistols, they're putting in work at the moment. Now the question is, where are the remaining players? Happy, of course, going to be loitering in smoke. The Loord will take him down. Now NBK has to try and dance. Find himself a 1 versus 1 engagement. SZPERO looking for it, and indeed he will find. So, just 2 rounds now, and Envy will be back on the buy once again.
I was really worried there because they didn't actually throw any Molotovs towards the chicken hut or chicken coop. And that's, of course, where Happy was standing with his deagle. And they did spray it down in the end, but I was kind of worried that maybe they'd overlook that one area. And after those 2 kills from Kenny, could have been the save. But got double up here for EnVyUS. It was what turned things around for Lounge when they were on the CT side. Will they do the same for EnVyUS?
Well, NBK is going to be the man holding things down in the drop zone. That early Molotov, just biding his time. Let's have a look. So again, that boost spot, Happy can just stand on that boost spot itself. See, that's a common Molotov to try and force CTs away, although most of the time the ETs will do it when they can spray people trying to exit as well. Didn't see much of a spray coming in there. Meanwhile, Envy and Lounge both trying to fight for a long. 1 person down for either side. Apex is going to try and with a... Oh, could have got a 2-man spray down there, and indeed he will finish it off and take control of the bomb, but there's one last player, SZPERO, coming in for the hunt. He won't find... the last player there, but he will at least retrieve the bomb. But it's 2 versus 4. The flank does not work. The lurker, oskarish, goes down as well. So Lounge in deep waters here.
Yeah. SZPERO found Kenny S's magic stick, but does it work for him? Maybe it's it only works for 1 man. We'll have to see. As he looks for the shots here, trying to clean the angles out. But there's a really good setup on the bomb site here from EnVyUS. I don't know if they're going to avail themselves to the angles that SZPERO is looking for, which he's, of course, favourable to. And indeed, they are hiding, which is a good call, good shout from EnVyUS. Still, look how hidden they are. This is so well played. And Apex, just at the right moment, will pop up to get the information and find the kill as well. So that's beautifully done.
Yeah. I think they were reacting to the sound of the scope zoom. Good stuff by Envy.
Yeah, imagine how many teams a player would have needlessly peaked, or they wouldn't have played that together. But that for us is 1 advantage.
Yep, respecting the power of the AWPer there. But it'll be SZPERO holding it down on this occasion. Again, sort of 2 AWPs on the CT side. So there we go. Lounge concentrating the forces towards the B-bomb site now. kioShiMa is going to be playing one of the off angles, so if they chose to jump through the smoke, he would have a nice day of it, getting the spray down in. Nobody ever towards A for Lounge, so they may be feeling like they need to move quickly, and indeed they will. The smokes, they will telegraph their intentions, and the counter nades will come in from the CTs.
Yeah, Happy's there on the statue, though. Can he get something done here? kioShiMa is still alive in that very close position as Happy looks over the top. He's not going to get much action as being held down by NBK and kioShiMa. A dance of death from those 2 French players around this B plateau area. Oh, that was the tag, but not the kill there for SZPERO. Nade goes in, but we got Happy way out of that position, and Kenny S as well. Another hopeless situation, it would appear, for the Polish side, as Happy will pick up the kill finally onto SZPERO with those HEs. Just leaving oskarish alone. That bomb is in the bomb sites, and there are lots of CTs with their attention firmly set upon it, as kioShiMa gets the spot as well. So it looks pretty over here for oskarish. I mean, they know he's stuck behind this box. This is awful, this situation. Going to find 1 kill there to make matters worse here for EnVyUS, but they are still looking quite strong. Can oskarish get more done?
Yeah, looking pretty dire for him, but it's about doing damage to the CT economy now. Down to 6 HP, 10 seconds left, so he needs to start pushing soon. And you can see Envy will want to try and save their weapons as well. So everyone's going to try and go for a save here. But oskarish maybe suggesting a rotation, just trying to get any greedy CTs, but they will rest on what they have, which is 2 AWPs on the CT side, and they'll buy around that, of course, winning the round.
He did well there. oskarish did really well there. 2 kills and saved the AWP. That's really good. That's really good. And might just give them a chance. I mean, let's see how they put the AWP into the hands of SZPERO. Can he do something with that now? To change things here for CSGL Lounge. He'll have the picking opportunity now. If EnVyUS play aggressively against him, they might find themselves a little bit in shock to find an AWP. But instead, it's going to be Happy. You could be shocking some players there. Oh, the timing, unreal.
That is insane. Envy 2 rounds away from taking the first map here. Lounge with a good score despite the beginning of the first half.
And losing both pistols.
And losing both pistols, definitely worth mentioning as well. So, we'll see. EnVy changing their CT setup a little, just ever so much every round, and you can see the differences over towards A for the time being. Just playing a little bit close up top and medium range down the bottom, not wanting to get traded out of position there. So are we going to see pop flashes coming in? Loord just peeking on his own. In fact, speaking of flashes and nades, there's no execute possible here for Lounge because they have one HE, one flashbang, and that's it.
Oh dear. Yeah, that should make life easy for Happy, but there's that single flash. That might have been the money flash because they're all in onto the bomb site now. Happy's going to get taken down by SZPERO as oskarish also removes the other defender, kioShiMa. So that one single flash was worth its weight in gold.
Well,
wow.
You can see EnVy have evacuated the premises. The lead is not humongous at the moment, considering their economy as well, so they're just going to have to scarper.
How is their money? Ooh. What a round to win for.
It's a bit ropey. Indeed, it's an important round.
And if you imagine as well the 2 extra kills that oskarish got in the previous round, the amount that has paid towards forcing now an eco out of EnVyUS, as well as, okay, they kill everybody. But imagine if had they saved a couple of weapons there, they would surely be able to buy in the situation. But all because oskarish killed those 2 extra players, saved an AWP, Lounge have been put in a much, much better position to try to win this one.
Well, EnVy players going to collect some toys in CT spawn, and they will try to do what they can. Again, you never know if one of these players picks up one of those weapons. Just like, I think it was Cold who did for Luminosity on Inferno against Fnatic, and then just kind of just wrecked the whole team with a 1M4, and the rest of the team had pistol, so who knows what the CTs can do. In this situation, the onus is on the T side to push, of course. So EnVy trying for an early B, but there is no rush from Lounge. They will spread out once again and try and find some information so they can concentrate the forces in the right direction. In fact, it's going to be like a reverse stack, basically. Starting on B, then moving towards A.
Yeah, here it is. Apex is very dangerous in this position, but he's going to get removed by Loord as there's dwindling defense now for the CT side. SZPERO will thin it out even further as we have NBK waiting behind the smoke with kioShiMa, but they are just systematically getting taken down one after another. Good anti-eco here from Lounge, very safe, not missing any of the shots, not falling victim to the pistol shenanigans of the French side. And they could very well win this map from this position. EnVyUS are going to get one extra opportunity with a buy round to try to shake Lounge off of this momentum. If they do not succeed, Lounge are going to be tying up the game straight away.
Well, indeed, Lounge on the hunt now for these final players. Just Happy left with the lowly deagle, getting a bit of a tag, and he's just going to run. He has some Kevlar as well, which has not been touched, so he can get a helmet should he choose to do so, although 3 AKs and 2 AWPs won't really be necessary. Oh, that hasn't gone his way, has it? But there's no need for the season at this point. Ooh. Nice headshot. And he finally gets taken down just as the flank is coming in from the back.
Yeah, we'll have to see whether or not Lounge can keep the momentum going, as I mentioned. Because EnVyUS, they got a bunch of deagles. I underestimated how poor their economic situation was. They have to go for another eco, so big moment here for Lounge to keep capitalizing, but we do have all the deagles all over the place. They've got Kenny S, who's by A long. He's got the support of Apex as well. We've got just a pretty spread out EnVyUS lineup. EnVyUS do play a lot of their pistol rounds and their force buys like this, where they kind of play a little bit of a default. And we're about to see maybe why. Great tag there. That's a headshot onto MICHU through the statue. Down to 2 HP. That's pretty brutal.
Does not happen every day. 98 and 1 from a deagle. So Lounge maybe suggesting they're rotating away, as you sometimes get, but it seems the concentration of the forces will be towards B regardless, although now they have options available to them because they've taken control of Connector, but they're going to push B regardless, and rather than pushing Connector, now we're going to see EnVy spread out, so that is no longer an option. Here we go. Apex taking the first bag, the 5-7 coming in for another one as well. We've seen him do that so many times before. SZPERO now getting a tag through the statue, and it's NBK's turn to be heavily tagged.
Yeah, Apex coming in with the AK that he picked up, and now it's going to look very, very bad. Just MICHU left alive. He tried to stay at the back. being on such low points of health, letting his team try to do the damage for him. But now he's got to come back out of hiding. But there is no opportunity to win the round, so maybe not. And it was quite worrying actually, because NBK he jumped up onto B plat when there was this level of uncertainty from Lounge, and he saw 2 players, and then everybody from EnVyUS got into position just before the execute came in, just because of the information that NBK got. And obviously we could see how amazing it was, because once they tried to get out of drop zone for the wrap through drop and plat, it just collapsed. There's too many pistols in too many places.
Well, this could be the last round. Let's have a look. There's a big buy coming up for Lounge. They've got the AWP of 4 AKs, and it's the AWP and the 4 rifles here on the NV side, with 4 nades of their own, going to try and stop the early aggression towards the drop zone. That's going to work for them. kioShiMa coming in now, playing around a smoke towards B. So NV with a bit of a stronghold for the time being. Some initial tags coming in. Innocent taking some damage, but kioShiMa will get punished for it.
It was a bit awkward there for kioShiMa to drag it up there, but either way, EnVyUS, they'll actually get reset unless they win this round. So they kind of need to get it done here. And we have Kenny S taking down Innocent. He's going to go around the statue looking for the next shot, finds a pixel, but he will not connect. He has to leave it up to his teammates now. 3 versus 3 as Happy goes in the side around the smoke. He's going to find the kill onto SZPERO as EnVyUS reclaim the bomb site, and they win map number 1. That means we're going to cash next, and it's going to be a cash in which EnVyUS will have the advantage. And EnVyUS are a great cash team, so it's going to be a hard match for the Polish side. But they are also very good on cash. So I think it was their pick, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's their pick. Yeah.
Well, we'll see what both teams have to offer in a few minutes. We're going to take a break while the players and the admin set up for the second map. We will see you back here very shortly.